Hello, hi, it's me Jace, and this is the tutorial for Crystal Waves by Sebas the Lumer or Sebas the Lumer. Okay, Sebas the Lumer is from Uruguay, and well, in our country, well, usually it would be said Sebastian. That's his name, Sebastian. So, but here in the Philippines, since we're mostly Spanish speaking, it's going to be Sebastian. Or Sebastian. Okay, so Sebas the Lumer or Sebas the Lumer. And this is called Crystal Waves. It's a very pretty bracelet and very easy to do actually. Pardon my voice, I am a little bit not feeling well. Okay, so this is pretty, and what I did actually was created a beaded version of it. Okay, and this is the Crystal Waves with beads. That's so pretty. Very cute. Okay, and then I made, how does the other one look? Oh, here I have another one that has space, not spacers, but the beads. If you notice here, the beads went into the center band, which is the one you see right there. Okay, I made another version with the beads on these two, so you will see it's right here like that. It looks very different, doesn't it? Okay, this is the one with the beads right there, and then this version is the one with the beads right here in the middle. Okay, so when you make it, you can do the beading in different ways. So that is the Crystal Waves, and then I made a variation on Crystal Waves. Yay! I made a variation where I crossed the middle bands, and here it is. And it's called Crystal Crosswaves. Sebas and I agreed to name it Crystal Crosswaves. So you can see the difference now. These two bands have been crossed over the side bands right there. Okay, very easy actually, and I can show it to you later. Again, I will do two designs in one, and for the other version, so this is the one without the beads, and then remember, this is the one with the beads, and here is the Crystal Crosswaves with the beads. Looks gorgeous too. Okay, so Crystal Crosswaves. And then I made a version of the Crystal Crosswaves with the center bead. It's so pretty. Very, very pretty. Okay, there you go. So I will show you both bracelets. Oh, I made another one. Crystal Crosswaves. Right there. Just really thought it was cute. So there. Okay, so I will show you first Crystal Waves without the beads, and then Crystal Waves with the beads. Okay, so let's get started. I will be using 4 colors because I want to show each section so you don't get confused. This will be my section colors. I will start with this first, and then these will be my side, these two, these ones, and then the gold will be my center. Okay, so that you can see the difference, so you do not get confused. My voice sounds horrible. Okay, so to start with it, bracelet, what I will do is I will use a different color for the cap band and the starting band so you can see the beginning. Okay, so I will create my cap band first, and then place the cap band on a single band. Okay, and before I close it, I'll pick up one of the cap bands and then put the one I'm holding back. Now we will add 3 bands per side. So that's 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay? So the first part is add the first band, sorry, and loop the first 2 and reclaim the first one, and then you close. And then you add the second band and loop the first 2, reclaim the first one, and close. So we're doing our first section now, okay? So that you can tell the difference. Then add the third band and loop the first 2, reclaim the first one, and close. And you've added 3. Okay, so you're supposed to have 5 bands per side. 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, do it on the other side. Excuse me. Remove the first band and reclaim the cap band, and then put it back. Now you're ready to add the first of the three. First band, unloop the first two, reclaim the first one, and then close. Second one, unloop the first two, reclaim the first one, and close. And the last one, unloop the first two, reclaim the first one, and then you close. So now you have 10 bands on your hook. Okay. Now we will add the center band. Okay, so that is going to be my gold. And then I place my gold on my hook and I unloop all 8 up to here. Okay, so all 8, but you will only work on the 6. Okay, remember that. So 6 bands, so that's 8. And then now you will reclaim the first, the third, the fourth, and the 6th. So it's this, and then the 2 middle, and the first one. Okay, and then now you put the first 2 back on, and then switch the 2 over. So now you have your 4 bands in the middle. Okay, so now you half it again and you work with there, one side each. So you now get 2 greens, which are going to be the sides. Okay, and now you get your first side band and unloop the first 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And now you will reclaim band number 3, which is the gold, and the first 2, and then switch the 2 over like that. Okay, then you go to the other side. The 2 got switched. It's really here, remember, when we place the center band. So remember, there's supposed to be 3 bands there, those 3. Okay, so you do the green again, get your green, and loop the 5. Remember to reclaim the third band, which is the gold, and the first 2, and then close. And then now switch over the 2. And that's how it looks. See? You have your 2 greens. Okay, so now we are going to work with our border bands. Okay, we now go to the next segment, which means we start from the beginning. So the 3 again. Okay, so now the first thing that you need to do is to remember the steps slightly differ. So this is basically the beginning. Okay, but the sequence is the same. So now you add your next segment, which is going to be this, because we start all over again. So 3 per side. Unloop the first 4 only. You leave the 2 center there. And then you reclaim 1 and 3. 3 and 1. And then you close. And then you get your second one. Unloop the first 3. And reclaim only the first one. And then you close. And then you get your last one. Unloop the first 2. And reclaim only the first one, and then you close. 3 bands. Okay? Now you're going to do the other side. Get the first of that again. unloop the 4, reclaim 1 and 3, number 3 and number 1, then you close, get the second one, unloop the first 3, reclaim number 1, and then you close, and get the last one, unloop the first 2, and reclaim the first one, and then you close. Ta-da! Sorry. Okay, so now you work on the center 8 bands. Okay, now you will go and get the center again. Wait 1 second. So you get the center 8 bands, okay, all of those 8 under a new gold. So you get your gold, and then you unloop up all the way here. So unloop like that. Okay, and now you will reclaim 1, 3, 6, and 8. So this is number 8, and then number 6, okay, and then number 3, and number 1. Okay, 4 bands. Then you just put the first 2 back on, and then you switch the 2 over, just like that. Just remember to have this organized all the time so that you don't get confused. Okay, so basically that's what you have. You have your 4 bands, 4 peach bands in the center, and then you have your your gold here, then your last 2 peach bands, and then now we go and add the green. So you get your first green, then you unloop the first 5 again, same as how we did it earlier, and then you reclaim band number 3, which is the gold. So you reclaim band number 3, the gold, and put the first 2 back on, and then switch. Okay, repeat that on the other side. There. Then you get your green again, unloop the first 5, and then you pick up the 3rd band, which is the gold, and then reclaim the first 2 and then cross it over. There you go. So you are now back to the beginning. Okay, meaning you go back to this again. So you add your first 3 per side again. So you get your first burgundy, unloop the first 4, and then pick up 1 and 3, and then close. Get your second burgundy, and then unloop the first 3, pick up the first band, and then close. Get the last burgundy, unloop the first 2, pick up the first band, and close. And then you go back to the other side and do the same. Get your burgundy, unloop the first 4, pick up 1 and 3, close. Second burgundy, unloop the first 3, pick up the first band, and then close. And last burgundy, unloop the first 2, pick up the first band, and close. And you have everything on there again. Okay, There you go. That's how it looks. Now, if you want to bead this, bead it. By the way, I want to say thank you to www.doreenbeads.com for my beads. Here are my crackle blue. doreenbeads.com, www.doreenbeads.com. Okay. Sorry. Now, if you want to bead this, it's very easy. All you have to do is to add the bead in this center band. Okay, so what do? You simply get your beaded band, put it right here, okay, and then get your next hook, put it through all in the beginning, under all 6 rather, I cannot count, and then pull that one beaded band under the first 4. So these 4 bands, look at that, there, okay, like that. And then you pull it off slowly. And also now catch the other side and unloop these 4. So that's how it looks. Now, excuse me. Now you will reclaim 1, 3, 6, and 8. Okay, so that is going to be 8, and then 6, and then number 3, and number 1. And then you put the beaded band back on, and the other 2. And now you have a beaded. Okay, there. See? And now you can go back to your gold mint. So if you want, you can hold this a bit here so that it doesn't always get unraveled. And then get your gold mint and unloop the first 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then reclaim the third band again. And that other 2, and then now you switch the burgundy over again. There. Then you go to the other side. Blum, 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 blum. Blum, 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 blum. Okay. You get your gold mint again. Unloop the 5. The 5. And then reclaim the third band, which is the gold. And the first 2, and then you switch them over again. Ta-da! There. See? That's how they look, crossed over. Okay? And then we're ready to go back to the beginning, which is going to be the peach frost again. So you go and get your first peach and loop the first 4. It doesn't change. The steps remain the same. Reclaim 1 and 3. 3 and 1. Close. And then you get your second band. Unloop the first 3. Reclaim number 1 and then close. And then get the third one. Unloop the first 2. And then reclaim the first 1 and close. And then you just go to the other side again. My nose is so clogged. Oh my gas. First band. Unloop the first 4. Reclaim 1 and 3. 3 and 1 and close. And get the second band. Unloop the first 3. Reclaim the first 1 and close. And get the last one. Unloop the pairs 2. Reclaim the pairs band and close. Okay. I don't know why I'm speaking that way. I just know I am. Anyway, there you go. So I will do the beaded one last time so that you can get it, and then we will go to the crystal crosswaves. So once again, this is how you put your beaded band. Okay, you put your beaded band in the middle, get your other hook, hookify the first 6, okay, get it there, on there. Now go under the 4 and then go up again. Now remove from the hook and catch the other side and unloop the other 4 like that. Now you will reclaim 8, 6, 3, and 1, and the gold band, and the other 2 you put back. Excuse me. Okay, so there. So just watch out, because for example, like this one, they got switched. This is supposed to be there. Okay, sometimes they get switched, so just watch your bands carefully. So there you go, you have it there again, and you now add your gold mint again. So you get your gold mint, unloop all 5, reclaim the 3rd band, which is the gold, and the powers 2, and then now you switch these 2 over, close, go to the other side, get your gold mint again, unloop all 5, reclaim the 3rd band, which is the gold, and then the powers 2, and then switch over the green again. There you go. You see? There. And now it's in the beginning again. Okay? So, now, we will go work on Anyamor. Ay, no. What did I say? Enamor. That is so weird. So, this is, we're going to go to Crystal Crosswaves. Anyway, this is Crystal Waves again. Okay? So, Crystal Waves has the bands in the middle just going straight. Okay? So, we will now go to Crystal Crosswaves. Okay? With Crystal Crosswaves, it is actually the same. There is nothing much to worry about. So, what you do is, from here, you will start your new segment, right? So, I will go get this. It's still the same. It doesn't change. You get your first band, and then you get and unloop the first 4 again. Get 1 and 3, number 3, and number 1. This is Crystal Crosswaves, okay? The variation. Get the second one, and loop the first 3, first 2, 2, yeah. Then get clean the first one and close. Then the last one, and loop the first 2, reclaim the first one and close. Okay? Go to the other side. Get the first one, and loop the first 4, reclaim 1 and 3, and then close. Get the second one, and loop the first 3, reclaim number 1, and then close. Then get the last one, and loop the first 2, reclaim the first 1, and close. There you go. Now, before you add your center band, it's very simple. All you have to do is to just cross these 2 over, right here in the middle, here. So you remove the first two. This is your crystal crosswaves. Remove these first two, and you cross this over and release it like that. And then you close and go to the other side. Repeat. Remove the first two, then cross this over. There. This is already crystal crosswaves for those who are getting confused, okay? This is crystal waves and this is crystal crosswaves, which I think you can tell why. There. Now, when you add your center band, it's still the same. 1, 3, 5, 3, 4, and 6. So you get your center band, unloop the 8 bands, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then you will reclaim number 6, number 4, okay, number 3, and number 1. And then you put the 2 back, and then switch. So you have that. Okay? Now, you split those into 2 again and then work on the gold mint. Unloop the first 5. Reclaim the third and the first 2. And switch over these 2 and then close. Then you go to the other side. Gold mint. And loop the first 5. Reclaim the third band, which is the gold. And the first 2. And then switch them over. That's how it looks. And now you can continue on with the next one. So you go to your peach frost again. Unloop the first 4. Reclaim 1 and 3. Close. And get the next one. Unloop the first 3. Reclaim number 1 and close. And get the last one. Unloop the first 2. Reclaim number 1 and close. Then you repeat on the other side. First peach. Unloop the first 4. Reclaim 1 and 3. Close. First one, unloop the first 3. Reclaim number 1 and close. And get the last one. Unloop the first 2. Reclaim number 1 and close. See? So it's easy. It's just really crossing bands. So here we didn't cross the bands and here we cross the bands. So now, you go and cross the bands again. But remember, if you want, you need to make it the same way so that they're clean. So here, it's the left that's on top of the right. So you get this like this. See? Same. Then now you remove the first 2. Cross the bands over again. Close. Then go to the other side. Unloop. Cross the bands over and then close. And there you go. Start over again. Now, those are your crystal crosswaves. And if you want to bead it, it's simple again. Same. Just place the bead in the middle. Then, you can just go under the 5. Get that beaded band under the 3. And then remove and catch the other side. 3 bands. And then now you will reclaim number 6, number 4, number 3, and number 1. 3 and 1. And then the gold band and the last 2. There you go. See? It's super easy. And then the gold mint again. Unloop 5. Reclaim the gold. And the first 2. Then switch. Blang. Repeat on the other side. Get the gold mint. Unloop the 5. Reclaim the gold and the first 2 and switch. Blank. Okay? So there. It's so easy. Okay? And then when you close this, all you have to do is just go to original color and add 2 per side only. So that's only 2 per side. So you get the first one. Unloop the first 4. Reclaim 1 and 3. And then close. And then get the second one. Unloop the first 3. Reclaim number 1. And then close. And then you still cross it the same way as this. Just for the 2 only, okay? And then remove the first 2. And then cross it over and then close. Okay, remember we're closing already. And then you go to the other side, add 2 again, unloop the first 4, reclaim 1 and 3, and then get the second one, unloop the first 3, reclaim number 1 and close. And then you remove the first 2 and unloop the green again. Okay, so there. And your last band would be just 1 single burgundy. Oops, it rolled over. And loop all of them. And then you will reclaim number 3 and 6, which are 6 and 3, and then close. And now you can C-clip. Okay, so there you go. Here you have 3 segments. These are crystal waves, and here crystal cross waves. It's just crossing the middle bands. Very easy to make. Okay, so if you want to make it, please remember, Crystal Waves was created by Seabass the Loomer. Okay, and these are your crystal waves right here on the left, and then on the right you have your crystal cross waves. Okay, crystal cross waves is a variation by me, still design of Seabass the Loomer. So Crystal Waves by Seabass the Loomer and Crystal Crosswaves, the variation by me. When you make the bracelet, please don't forget to hashtag Seabass the Loomer, Crystal Waves bracelet, Crystal Crosswaves bracelet, Jace Alvarez. Okay, I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you in my next tutorial. Bye!